Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. It's Monday the 25th of November 2024 and this is episode number 46. Warm welcome to you all. Hope you've had a really good weekend. Yesterday was my daughter-in-law Amanda's birthday, so hi Amanda, hope you had a lovely day. Hope you had some lovely presents and had a lovely day. It's been a funny week weather-wise as well. I hope you all, if you're in the UK, I hope you missed Storm Bert. We didn't have it too bad compared to a lot. There's a lot of flooding in South Wales and I know they've had snow up north and down south. There's been a lot of snow, wind, rain, flooding, all sorts of weather, but luckily where we are, we haven't had the snow because we're on the coast. I think the sea air keeps it at bay, and we've had some rain, but no flooding. So we've been really lucky. So I hope you've been kept safe and well. If you've had some bad weather. Warm welcome to all my new subscribers and returning. Hope you're all doing okay. Today, as usual, we'll start with the crochet along I'm doing with Natasha from Hooks and Stitches. Hi Natasha, lovely Natasha. This is from the 3D Granny Square book. She'd had this book, so she started the crochet along, and I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. Some of the squares are nice and basic. Some of them are really, really challenging. But there's charts as well as let me just, for example, just show you. There's what's that one? The ladybird. So we've got the ladybird, and as long as the written instructions here, there's also charts. Whoops! I just dropped it. I just dropped one of my squares. I always put my squares in my book because I find it what's the word? It flattens it, but I don't mean flattens it. Yeah, what do you call it? Blocks it. I couldn't think of the word. You know when you block a square? Well, I always just find if I just put it in the book, it flattens it nicely and oh, excuse me, although the 3D, they keep their shape nicely. So anyway, there's 100 crochet patterns. There's 3 designers, Katie Moore, Shana Moore and Celine Simon. All sorts of categories: fruit and veg, food, animals, there's by the seaside, there's holidays, Easter, Christmas, you know, all sorts of categories. But I've gone through the book before, so I won't go through that again. And last week, Natasha over on her channel Hooks and Stitches, she'll show you her squares and what she's been up to. So this week we've got square. She picked last Monday. She picked the watermelon and the birthday cake. So that was the watermelon. Nice and straightforward. Oh, excuse me, I have to get a drink in a minute. That's the watermelon, and there is a chart, but it was straightforward as well. So that's my watermelon. There's a row of white, but I wasn't really sure why. On the pattern, you can't see any white, it's just the lime green. So I'm not really sure why the row of white was there, but anyway, that's the watermelon. That was lovely to do, and it was straightforward. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's better. My husband had been out shopping the other day, and he bought the dogs a treat, and he bought his paper and whatnot, and he said, "Oh, I haven't forgotten you." He bought me a Christmas mug. It says "Merry Christmas" with the tree and all the little ornaments. He's just bought me a cup of coffee, so nice and hot. So that was just at the right time. Yeah, so that was my watermelon, and the next one that's chosen was the birthday cake. And again, that was straightforward. You started here, you went round. This last row you did in the back loop, so it made that little outline. Then you squared it off, and then this bit was sewn on separately. You made this little cupcake case, then you added some little puff stitches, and then the little candles all added on separately. So that was really nice too. And that's my little cupcake. Oops. We hold it properly. I did it, you can't really see, but I did it in like that's a glittery, sparkly yarn. You can't really. I thought it'd look a bit like frosting. You see it twinkling a little bit. So, and then it was all just odd little bits that I'd got. That's my little cupcake. So they were really straightforward, lovely to make. I really enjoyed doing those. So they'll go onto my, can you see my big pile here? This is my big pile of squares. So that's getting rather full over there. So that's that, and because she's already chosen, she's already done her video, and she's chosen squares for this week. We have got, oh, this was one I was not dreading because they're one of my favourite little creatures, but the sheep, I absolutely adore sheep, but there's rather a lot of, is it popcorns or, yeah, popcorns. So that'll be a little bit of a challenge, but the chart's here, so with the written instructions and the chart, hopefully we'll be okay. So that's, I was hoping with this little run up to Christmas we'd get some nice easy ones. And the next one that she's chosen, oh my goodness, is that, talk about textured squares. So that is going to be a little bit of a challenge as well. And they are what are they? It doesn't say they're puff stitches or anything, it's just 3 chain, double crochet, 3 chain, slip stitch. They're just chains, but they look rather a lot to fit in a little space. So never mind. Yeah, we'll get them done anyway, and it's always a challenge, and I like to have something different each time. So that's that spoken about. That'll be nice to do. So that's spoken about, cross that off. And the next crochet along that I'm joining in with is Jenny from In My Spare Time. Hi Jenny. This is a year of granny squares. So we've got 52 squares, one for every, that was lovely, look at that, beautiful. We've done that one and that one and that one. So it's all different skill levels. It's by Kylie Maletta by Search Press. And with this one, instead of picking at random, we're just working through the book. So it's in categories. We get what's it start with? We get spring, summer, autumn and winter, or fall and winter. And then you get there's 4 or 5 projects that you can do. In the back, it's all the techniques. They show you how to do tassels, and also there's a little flap at the back which shows you the terminology, which you can rip that out American to English. So that's handy. That's like, could be like a little bookmark. You could use that. Tells you how to off. This is with this one and the 3D square. I've really learnt, or I'm learning, haven't learned properly, but I'm learning how to read from a chart, and I've never done that before. Never looked at a chart and thought, "Ooh, squiggly lines and circles and dots," and not for me. But because some of the wording, or it's not quite clear, especially in the 3D square book, sometimes there's little spelling errors, or they've missed a odd little bit out. So the charts all seem to be really correct. So in the back here, it shows you how to, all the little symbols that you get. And so that shows you how to read the chart. You know, the little star is where you start the start of the row, and what's a chain and whatnot. So that's really handy. Tells you about gauging and blocking and colour work and special stitches, materials, and that's one of the projects. That's absolutely beautiful. Love that. And then there's a lovely shawl. So anyway, it's a really lovely book. And last week we were on week 17, which is the Helenium. This one. And I really love that one because I've got a feeling my mum used to grow heleniums. I remember her talking about them. But she used to grow absolutely everything. So herbs and all sorts. So I just remember her talking about the helenium. I normally stick to the colourway, but I thought, with that being the flower, I thought I'd do it on like a green for the leaves, or the excuse me. So that's my square. I like how it goes round here. It goes round and round, and then it just squares off. So that was different this week. But oh, that red looks bright. Maybe not quite so bright, but I really loved that one. I had to pay attention to this second row. I don't know if it was row 6 or row 7. I just had to, one of the rows I had to I had to go back and just, not miss a stitch. There's tendencies to just miss a little stitch, but yeah, absolutely loved that one. So that one's finished. And that was square number 17. So already next week will be the Dutch windmill. That looks interesting, doesn't it? That's a skill level 2, the same. But that looks nice. Does look like a windmill. So it says, evoking the blades of the windmill with a combination of chains and post stitches, this square creates an amazing effect of movement when multiples of this square are joined together. Oh yeah, I should imagine if you put lots of these together, it would look like it was one big swirl. That'd be lovely. Oh yeah, and it shows you, it's always, you can have combination of squares. So yeah, that does look, you put those together, and that's what they look like. So beautiful. Oh, excuse my throat today. So that little square will go in. Let me just move you across so you can see a little bit. That's my 3D, and whoops, and these are my Year of the Granny square. Oh, they're all pastel colours, and then I've got a dark green one. Never mind. It's all my little donut buddies. Look at the baskets. Whoops. Leave that there. So that's spoken about. Now, before we get on to the donut, picking the next donut, what I've been doing this week, I've been still trying to sort out in here Still got quite a bit to do. But I was very mindful that Christmas, well, now I think it's the 25th today, so I suppose it's 4 weeks away, isn't it, really? And I was really mindful that I've got quite a few of these. I wanted to do each of my grandchildren a cushion cover with the 3D squares. So, the right way up. So this was my first one I did. I've took it out the cushion pad just to store it better. So that's one with fruits. With this one, I put a zip in so that they can be took off and washed. You know, I think if you do a cushion, it's always important that you can be able to take the cover off and wash it. And all these yarns are mainly Stylecraft Special DK. Some are Yarn Smiths Create, but they're all wash and tumble dry. This one I did for Little Hope, little granddaughter, and I did the back differently on that one. I did it like that, but I had to work out how far to come up and then all of that. But just happy with that one. So that's 2, bearing in mind I've got 6 to do. So Little Hopes is done for one granddaughter, so I've got 5 grandsons to do. So that was one with a fruit. So I've done this one like an under the sea. So we've got the crab, the whale, the shark, and the turtle. And I did the back like that this time. Started in the middle and just went round and round and round. I found it easier that I could just get on with that and do it. The only thing I haven't done, haven't put the zip in. So tomorrow I'll go and visit my friend Dot. Hi Dot. I'll come and see you tomorrow as usual. We've got a little craft day tomorrow. We're doing, I might do a tiny little video, just a few minutes if I can, to show you what we're doing for Christmas tomorrow. So I've just clipped those together because I need to get this is I did the squares are all done in mainly Stylecraft Special DK, or like I said, the Yarnsmiths Create DK, or wash and tumble dry on low. I joined with white there. Why did I join with white? Should have joined with blue. Anyway, it makes it stand out, I suppose. But for the border, to make it a little bit wider, and for the back, so it doesn't take so long, I've used Aran. So I've used Stylecraft Special Aran, and this is the colour Empire, lovely dark turquoisey blue. So used Empire for that. So I've just got to get the zip tomorrow when I go and visit Dot, because where Dot lives, right round the corner, there's a little yarn shop, a little local yarn shop, and she's got zips and things. So they're all part of the 3D square, so they've all got little things. I tried to do nice and smiley so he wasn't too scary. And so that's the third one. So I've got Hopes done, then there was 5 for the boys. I've got 2 done. So I've still got 3 more to do, but we're only halfway through the 3D book. So I shall have to see. I shall have to see what's going to happen with those, but but I need to try and get those done quickly. So that's the cushion. And then the only other thing I've been up to, if you remember when I was doing Wool Warehouse Wednesday, I showed you this is a free pattern on the Wool Warehouse website. It's a knitting pattern and it's in Play Baby DK, and it's for the little hat and the little mitts. Well, the lovely people at Wool Warehouse sent me some free yarn to review, which I did. I didn't have the Play Baby, but I had the Play Yarnsmiths Play double knit, and I made this little hat for. I've got 2 little grandsons, little 2-year-olds, so Dougie and Jonathan. So I made the little hat, and this was in the colourway Saunter. But I spoke about that on the Wool Warehouse Wednesday, but I hadn't made the little mitts. So here are the little mitts. There's a little, you leave the little bit open there for the little thumb to go through, and then that goes around the wrist. They look a little bit big, if I'm honest, but they'll grow into they'll grow into them. They might keep them on their hand, but excuse me. On the pattern here, look, it's got two little buttons. So when I go to the local yarn shop tomorrow with Dot, I might just look for some little buttons with little animals on. So rather than being just plain, they both might want to look at the little animals on their buttons, you know, sew buttons on. But I don't know if you can tell. Well, you can there. One's bigger than the other. I was doing really well because I don't knit that often. I can knit quite well, but I don't knit very often. Only little items. So you started off. These are, I think these needles are called Zing. I think they're called, and they're beautiful, really nice and sharp. So you started off with the 3.25 to do the ribbing to make it a bit tighter. Then for this middle bit, you changed to a 3.75, and then you changed back to the smaller needle, which I did for that one. And then I did the 3.2. No, that's what I did for that one. And it did just come a little bit big, but I did that for that one. When I came to this one, I did the 3.25, but instead of swapping to the 3.75 for the body bit of it, stocking stitch part, I didn't change. So the whole thing is done in 3.25. So it's come a bit smaller, but that's actually better than the bigger one. If I get time, I may undo that, do another small one, but I thought it won't really matter. It's not a massive difference, but you know, when you know about it, and it'll just, I think it might bother me that it's, so I might actually do them all in the smaller size. So, little error there. So I thought that little, the little hat with the little mitts will keep them warm, the little ones. So I need to do another little hat and mitts for the little boys. Not sure what to do for Hope, but I was going to put a pom-pom on the picture. There's a pom-pom, but I was talking to my daughter Emma. I am, and she was saying, when it's really cold, she'll dress Jonathan in like a little all-in-one little snowsuit type of thing to keep him warm, and it's got a hood on, so she'll put a hat on, then put the hood up. So she said it's better that there isn't a pom-pom, else it'll stick up, because she'd put that and then something on the top. And so I'm presuming little Dougie will have the same. I'm presuming David and Amanda will do the same for little Dougie. So I'm not going to bother with the pom-pom in case they want to put like a waterproofy thing on top. So that's that spoke about. Oh, doing well for time today. I seem to be overrunning. Next thing is, it's donut time. Now, let me get my book, my donut, the book, and this is our crochet along. Crochet donut buddies. You get 50 little buddies that you can play games with them, put them into, do hide and seek with them. It gives you a little list of games you can play at home. But one I read last week, there's crochet techniques in the back. You can make collections, so you can do like safari animals or under the sea, do them in little collections. But then it says playing donut games. And I thought this was a really, really nice one. It's got learning to, you can count with them, learning to put odd sets and even sets and things like that. But this one really caught my eye. It says storytelling. Make bedtime fun by placing your favourite donut buddy into a bag and taking turns pulling them out. Now make up a story about that character and let your imagination fly. Wouldn't that be lovely to have a big, well, not like my big bag I've made, but proud of my big bag. But if you got a big, you could have a bag like that. Put all your little or your favourites or all of them, and then let the child pick one out, and then you make up a story about that little donut. I thought that was really interactive and a good idea. There's accessories. It shows you. I've used this little flower recipe. I'm going to say this little flower pattern for the snail this week, but it shows you the bigger flower, the little flower, or there's starfish and bows and things, and then there's all the donuts. There's a go from the rating is, this is just the chicken. Wouldn't it be funny if I picked out the chicken now? It'd be hysterical. There's 5 donut rating, so the chicken would be a 2, and then that's the difficulty rating. But even the difficult ones have been okay. It's just some of the little bits are a little bit harder to sew on than others and a bit fiddly, but we're all managing to get them done. And you can do as many or as just few as you like. Just do the odd one or two. So just for example, with a chicken, it says follow the basic donut pattern. The base is in cream, and then so you'll do the base. You do the base in cream. Oh dear, is it me, or does that look a bit rude? I don't know. Sorry, is that just me? Sorry, the base is in cream. Oh dear. And then the icing. It normally will tell you what colour to do the icing in, but the icing pattern's here for that one. And then in the front is, I have said all this before, but anybody not noticed? You get the basic donut pattern in the front, and the basic icing pattern is in the front. Lots of lovely pictures showing you how to sew the icing onto the donut. A lovely book. I've had it a couple of years, and I didn't realise what a lovely book it is. So before we pick, I'm going to show you. We've got some few ladies joining in, which is lovely. Thank you all for joining. Natasha's from Hooks and Stitches has done hers as well, so that'll be over on her channel. She'll show hers. Right, so we start off with the lovely Mary. And hi Mary, and she's named hers Sammy. Just look at little Sammy. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that lovely little smile. She does her eyes beautifully. She's named her Sammy. She's used Starcraft Special DK in lilac, heather, cream, and pomegranate for the feelers and the little mouth. And the flowers she's just done from another book. Look at a lovely little basket of little yarn balls waiting to be used. But I love the little snail this week. I think she's lovely. Beautiful little. Really nice. Thank you, Mary. Cute. And then the next one is from the lovely Jan. Hi, Jan. And Jan, oh, look. I love the little baskets. Look with the little, she's got her little donut buddies in hers. But I'm loving the little baskets. She's used Starcraft Special DK in lemon, vintage peach, and then she's used the Sheep G's Katona for the little feelers and the eyes, and also the little, that's one picture, and then that's the other little side view. Whoops, with the flowers. That's a lovely little basket too. Look at her A white doily, beautiful. Lovely, lovely little snail. Thank you, Jan. Beautiful. And then next we go on to the lovely Maureen. Hi, Maureen. And I love how she does hers outside. They're always outside. And once again, Maureen has used Starcraft Special DK scraps. They were left over from an Afghan, and she's having so much fun. She's really glad she joined because she's absolutely loving doing the little snails. Yeah, me too. Oh, look. Lovely colours. Beautiful. I love how they're all the snails and they're all the same pattern, but they're all very much unique and individual. Wouldn't they be all nice, all put together in a big basket? You know, mine, Maureen's, Jan's, Mary's, Litz's, all, and Natasha's, all together. They're lovely. And we've also, we've got one off. Litz has managed to do one this week, so thanks, Litz. I know you're really, really busy with stuff, so she's just joining in as and when she can, which is wonderful. And this is Litz's. Beautiful. She's used Spot Saver 10 ply yarn, her usual, and she's used a 4mm hook, and she's used googly eyes. Look, I won't try and shake them. And she's used wooden butterfly buttons. Isn't that a good idea? To have those beautiful little buttons as if they've just landed on the snail. So this was classed as it was a 1-star. I think it was a 1-star. You know, no, was it 2? Just a minute, can't even find it now. So yeah, that's Litz's. So thank you, ladies. They were all absolutely beautiful, all very much the same but different in their colours. And I lost me I lost my train of thought. What even is it? Snail. Goodness me. 68. Lost my train of thought for a minute then. Yes, it was only classed as a 1 donut because very simple. I mean, it was, you know, you got to put these little bits. Oh, you didn't have to put those little bits on, but it was a 1-star rating anyway. So, oh, I haven't showed you mine. This was my little. I used pomegranate, Starcraft Special D pomegranate. This might have been no, it wasn't vintage peach. Might have just been a. Oh, I know. I think it was a Yarnsmith's Create. No, not Yarnsmith's Create. It was It was one I'd had from the little wool shop. It's called online, and it was called Flesh. It was like skin colour. It was meant to be. With the little eyes and the little. That was in vintage peach. That was the colour of the vintage peach. And then these were just little random, totally little scraps. This was just, I don't know what that was, just some random colour. But with the antennas, it only told you to do, I think, 4 rows, but it only seemed to come here. They were short, so I did one a little bit. I did a couple of extra rows, but I've just noticed one's a bit taller than the other. Doesn't matter. I'd accidentally chopped a bit off that one, but I don't think she'll mind. Little snail. So that'll go here. She'll go there with all the other little donut buddies. Just have to get a bigger basket. Anyway, it's that time. Oh, let's hope we don't get, like I was saying, with the year of the granny square and the. Let's hope this little run up to Christmas we're not getting anything too hard. Just because we could do with something nice and easy. Right, I'm going to that corner. Oh, I shall have to stop saying we need something nice and easy. Are you ready? Are you really ready? It's the toucan on page 110. In fact, I was talking to Natasha on the FaceTime in her last night, and I said, I just said, let's just hope we don't get anything like the toucan. Oh, we did laugh. I shall have to stop saying things like that, because then I seem to manifest it out. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3, and it's only it's a 5. It's a 5. I think there's only 1 or 2 5 donut rating. But that's the toucan. Oh, and it's black, but it doesn't have to be black. I don't think mine will be black. It's too difficult. But that won't be too bad. That's just colour changing, and it's quite. I don't know. This bright and bubbly bird is a sight to be seen and loves to play outdoors. Her long, colourful beak helps her to stand out amongst the crowd in the rainforests. So you follow the basic donut pattern to create the donut base in yellow and the icing in black. Doesn't show you a side view. So you're doing the basic donut, then the icing, then you've got the eyes, because you've got just the big eye, the wings, the chest patch, the foot and the tail. The foot, is it just 1 foot? 1 foot? That looks a bit strange. A foot and the tail. Anyway, it doesn't look too bad. It's just the black, but I don't think I'll be doing black. Oh, you couldn't have had one. There's only one. I think there's literally, perhaps that's the only one with a 5-star rating. I don't know. And oh yeah, the Stegosaurus is a 4. Oh, fancy that. I shall have to stop saying, let's hope that doesn't come out. Let's hope that doesn't come out, because that's what tends to come out. But it looks quite a bit of work, but it'll be absolutely fine. We can do this. We can do this, ladies. Yes. I shall have to Google the colour of toucans, because I'm sure mine won't be black, because it's just a bit tedious to work with, isn't it, in these, you know, it's dark at 3 o'clock sometimes, isn't it, you know, and or getting dark, so we don't want any black. We don't want to be crocheting any black, but I could do black sparkly. Maybe that might be better. Might try black sparkly as it's coming to Christmas. We'll see. We'll have to have a look. So yeah, that's it for today, I think. I'm going to see Dot tomorrow. I might just do a tiny little bit of filming just so I can show you what we're doing and what we're up to, little craft wise. They're little Christmas gifts, but I might just show you that if she's up to doing that, and then I'll just crack on with next Sunday is the 1st of December, so I shall have to catch up with my temperature blanket. That's nearly coming to an end. I've only got, this will be the end of November, so I've only got 4 weeks then, and then my temperature blanket's finished, so that'll be exciting. I think next year I'm going to start Sophie's Universe. I've got the book, and I may, because I wanted to do that for a long time, but I'll be doing, in January I should be doing a video on what I'd like to do for the coming year, because my goals for this year, I didn't write them down and I didn't do a video, because I wasn't YouTubing then, but they were mainly to try and get all my sleeping whips done, my very old whips, which I have got that done. Wanted to use a lot of my yarn up, which, I mean, I've still got a lot, but I have been using it up. I've had some as birthday gifts and things, but I haven't I haven't really spent a lot on buying yarn, only if it was for a specific, project or something. So quite pleased with that. I also, what did I want to do? I wanted to just, I was wanted to start a YouTube channel, and for a couple of years I've thought, oh well, then no, I know I won't because I won't know what to say, and I'll just, people won't like my voice, I'll sound silly and all that. But then my sister was going to do one and she was persuading me, so I've done that. I've done you. So I have done a lot of what I wanted to do, so quite pleased with that. But I didn't document it anywhere, so it was just things I thought I would like to get done. So in January I will have a good think and actually write them down and try and start earlier for Christmas, I think, with Christmas presents. I'm going to do Vlogmas. I'm going to try and do every day if I can. I've got, in this little gap here, there is a table down there. So I've got a little Christmas tree. It's only about 4 foot or something. So I'm going to put my little Christmas tree there. And I've got quite a few little homemade ornaments, but I thought each day, or no, I've got a project to do. I'm doing a yarn swap with Natasha from Books and Stitches. I'm sending her some for the 31 days, and she's sending me some yarn. So I'm going to work on a project through all of December with that, with that yarn that she's sending, and she's doing a project as well. But I'll talk more about that on the 1st of December, which is next Sunday, I think. Sunday, wow. So yeah, lots coming up. I've got 976 subscribers, so very, very near to 1,000. And I'm going to have a giveaway, and I don't want to make you dizzy, but I'm going to you see this, it's a box of 50 happy cotton. You get 50 little skeins of happy cotton. So I'm going to give that away. Oops. But that'll be when I get to 1,000 subscribers. There'll be a nice giveaway that'll be open worldwide, so nobody misses out. Anyway, that's enough rambling for today. So I'll try and get this video uploaded, and hopefully it won't take hours and hours. Just lately it's been taking 5, 6, 7 hours, and in the end I've had to drive out of the little village to about a mile to get a really good signal, and then it's uploaded quite quick, so I might have to do that again. Hopefully not. But anyway, take care of yourselves wherever you are in the world, and especially in the UK with Storm Bert still lingering. I watched the weather this morning, and there's still a little bit of Bert hanging on up in Scotland, and he doesn't want to go away. So, and then I think he should be settling down for a little bit towards the end of the week. So keep warm, safe and dry wherever you are, and also the rest of the world. And I think you're coming up to summer maybe, and it's the other way around. But so I hope you're keeping cool, and getting lots of nice craft work done, crochet, knitting, diamond painting, whatever you're doing, scrapbooking or paper work, whatever you're doing. I hope you get a lot of time in, and just have time for yourself. Just try and have, at least if it's half an hour. I know people are working and they're busy, but just half an hour or an hour if preferable, or more if preferable, if possible, should I say. Just, you need quiet time just for your absolute pleasure, whatever makes you really happy. If it's reading a book, it might be that, but always take time for yourself. I think if you're okay in yourself, then you can look after others, and you can be, you've got to be right yourself for your mental well-being. So whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, be happy, have a really nice day, week, and I will see you maybe tomorrow. Tuesday tomorrow. Yes, maybe tomorrow. So take care, everybody, and I love you all. Bye for now. Bye.